Hi, welcome to the Pre-Snow History Hub. This video is going to be looking at the Strategic Hamlet Program. So what was the program? So the ARVN greatly outnumbered the Viet Cong, but despite US aid, the ARVN was unable to defeat them. This was because of the Viet Cong's guerrilla tactics of attacking the ARVN and then disappearing away into the jungle, and also the support that they gained from sympathetic villages in South Vietnam. In January 1962, US advisors supported Diem's setting up of what was called strategic hamlets. These hamlets were large villages surrounded by barbed wire and guarded by ARVN troops, with facilities such as schools and clinics inside. This was done to provide greater security in the countryside and to stop the VC, that's the Viet Cong, from recruiting villagers or getting supplies from them. This involved moving peasants into what was known as these fortified villages, so with barbed wire and walls around them and guarded by troops. This was meant to make them feel safer and cared for, and hence in theory they'd therefore support Diem's government. About 800 Green Berets, so they were the American Special Advisors, helped to set up the hamlets, reporting 5,000 built or being built by September 1962. However, building these hamlets was not enough to persuade villagers to support Diem's government. The forced movement of peasants from their land and family burial sites, which was very important to the Vietnamese, caused a lot of resentment and therefore more support for the Viet Cong. So this actually backfired on Diem and Kennedy's government. US advisors and Diem ignored the fact that villagers did not want to leave their ancestral homes. Diem's government also failed to provide the villagers with enough food, so many villagers went hungry and some even starved. This was unlikely to produce support for the government, so in theory it's a good programme, but it didn't really work and it actually did backfire and made Diem and Kennedy's government, the US, much more unpopular. So the strategic hamlet policy meant that communist supporters were moved to a new area where they could actually spread their ideas. So instead of containing communist ideas, they were actually spreading them. Those villagers who were not in the NLF or the Viet Cong often became supporters because of the way that they were treated by Diem's government, by the ARVN, by the US. As the situation worsened, Kennedy agreed to send more military support, including aircraft and intelligence equipment, as well as more advisors. Nevertheless, he would still not send combat troops. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the Pre-Snow History Hub.